Hey, do you like Magic the Gathering? Myself as well loves Magic the Gathering. Well, I have the podcast for you. How about you join us at Cardboard Cave MTG Podcast? We are in all social media and audio platforms that you can enjoy. You can join us as well when we go live every Wednesday at 9. Like that, you can join us, comment below, and we can go ahead and have that conversation together. Plus, after that, we have Commander games and arena content coming your way. So if you love Magic the Gathering as well as we do, just go ahead, look us up as Cardboard Cave Podcasts. Hello and welcome to the number one podcast of Magic the Gathering here in Puerto Rico. I am one of your hosts, John Ramos. Sorry for the delay. I know it takes longer than usual today, but it was because I had to do a couple of things while here being live. So I hope everybody's here joining us tonight. We're going to be talking about a lot of crazy things that are happening at Wizard of the Coast and the Magic the Gathering community, including a lot of secret layer drops as well. Plus, we are going to be posting later on tonight the 4 spoiler cards that just got revealed tonight of the new Jumpstart 2023. But before anything, let's go ahead and talk about it further ado. Our latest episode is already available on the top if you want to click that link. Listen to Chris and to JP talk about a lot of other things that happen in the Magic the Gathering community, including those $1,000 proxies if you guys want to go ahead and talk about that. Plus, we have our latest Commander Night episode already up on the top on YouTube. So go ahead, click that link tree, and just follow us in all of our social media as well. How about if you want to spice up your Commander? Why not just go ahead and go to altersleeves.com, use our affiliate link or our code Cardboard Cave, get 5% off your order, and as well you're gonna be supporting us and you're gonna be spicing up your Commander as preciously as you want. There's one that I have always wanted to get, is the one that has like the tax form for Smothering Tithe. So I think that's the most spiciest one of them all. As well, we have our link on the top as well if you want to get our merchandise. Our merchandise has a lot of this original designs by myself that I've created. There's going to be more coming your way, but if you guys want to go ahead and support us, the merch store is available for you. But the most important announcement of them all is Lewis Stardust is going to be a guest star in our Commander Night this November 16 at 9 p.m. So don't miss out. We're going to have Lewis Stardust, myself, Chris, JP, and Orengo playing Commander, all of us together. Probably a 5-way Commander, or probably just enjoy a great game of Commander. And probably we're going to talk to her about a lot of amazing things while we play Commander as well. So this event will be not only a Commander night, it will be a way like that we can get to know one of our content creators from the United States. But no further ado, let's go ahead and enter the master of jank and the jankster himself, the one and only Chris.
What's up? I went from like Goblin Lord to Jank Master in like I don't know, like 2 days. But but it's great to be here, John. It honestly
Yes.
is. We weren't here yesterday, but we're here today, and that's what matters. John, real quick. I hate to like keep beating a dead horse, but you have anything to say about those $1,000 proxies? Like without any context, it just sounds like someone's talking to you about like gold bordered cards that have literally gold borders and like diamonds encrusted on them or something.
Okay, so at first, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Um, One of the most biggest challenges when you want to be a CDH player is that half of the cards that you want to have in any CDH will cost over $500 or a grand, depending on the card that you need. Like Time Twister, I had a couple of ones in my head, but they've flown away. Uh, at the end of the day, we use proxies to be able to have our CDH be on that top tier level that we want them to be.
Mhm.
I was super excited of the product. I thought that this was going to be like what the professor said in his video. I thought that this was going to be a set commemorating 30 years of magic. It was going to be a set that it's like it was going to be double masters pricing, but you're going to enjoy alpha beta cards from back in the day. But that's not what we're getting. We're getting $1,000 of 4 booster packs that you might not even probably pull a Black Lotus or will not pull a dual land. You might whiff out on rares. And then when you sit down and you're like, okay, so I got a couple of rares from this amazing first set that Magic the Gathering gave us, but I didn't even cover not even 20% of the 1K. So,
Yeah.
because nowadays, even if you want to get a Llanowar elves from the beta and alpha, they're they're not well, obviously unless they're graded, right? But you can buy them in TCG Player for like $100 or $200. I think that's the price range. Probably I'm mistaken on the price, but we're talking about $1,000 that myself and yourself, it's one paycheck. It's 2 weeks of work,
Yeah.
one paycheck, and you have very, very little chances of pulling the expensive cards.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, you can't use them in tournaments. You can't use them basically anywhere because they said you can't use them in sanctioned events. So that means that if you do get Badlands or Tropical Island, you can add them in your commander for 1v1 events.
Hmm.
Or if you want to go to, or if you are like, oh, now I can play Legacy or Vintage.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can because these cards are not legal.
Yeah.
So,
Honestly, I think the pricing is just like the price point, like four
mhm.
boosters of cards that aren't legal was just the thing that you just
Oh,
it's
yeah,
ridiculous. So like if I think they should have just done it kind of like an unset, just like a gold border like 200 $300 box, and then just
exactly.
but at least it's like a whole set, like you can have some fun, you can draft it with your friends. With this,
And it
each
couldn't
one of you has to spend 4K to be able to like draft.
no, and not only that, if you would have made it a set, right? You would have made it a set. You would have made it a double masters pricing. Let's say $300, 350 a box, with the same pull rate of back in the day that we do have. Our friend Gile from Granuja, he told us that back in the day, those booster packs, you would open 5 of them and you would have your play set of the dual lands, because there were back in the day there was no such things as rares. It was just a bunch of cards in a booster pack,
Yeah.
you know. And it would have been and it would have been great. Give me 1 second.
it just would definitely would have been a way to just kind of do exactly that. Just go back on 30 years of Magic and be like, hey, this is how the game like started, and that just gives an opportunity for you to sit down and draft what is essentially an alpha or beta box with like friends. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been like in terms of like a fun product, that would have been it. Even if the
Exactly.
$300 price point for a bunch of proxies is still a little bit like, ugh.
It's
But
still a little exactly. It's a little,
it would have been like a buyable, like not just buyable but like viable product, you know,
mm-hmm.
like just that huge markup, like price tag is insane. But whatever, I'm not even gonna get into that.
No, let's not get into this because
We
he'll
already had a
and
whole podcast about it. We got
I'm
like
gonna I'm gonna be honest.
8 minutes of
I'm
it.
gonna say the same thing that I said when I was with Carlos on Commander Night last week. Um, there's a lot of websites now that you can make your own proxies. There's a lot of artists out there that do their living selling their art in proxies. Just do your deck with proxies. Talk with your play group. That's it. Literally, just that's it. You guys, Chris knows. My Joda commander is missing fetch lands and a doubling season and a mana crypt. I do have the money, but in
You're not just gonna
nowadays,
like drop like $500 on a bunch of cards and then just
exactly. You
because like
know,
as you can buy them as you go, but if you want to play the deck now, you just use proxies so you can do exactly that. You know,
no,
just play the
exactly.
deck now,
Plus,
test it out now, see if it's something that you want to commit your time and money to.
exactly. You know, so there's this. I'm not gonna promote the website, but there's this website that I liked using you recently. You can export any commander deck in Mox Field, EDH Rec, and it will put it in a PDF format like that. You can print it out.
I have not seen
So
this. I have to check this out. That's kind of fun.
I'll pass you the link later.
Yes.
And so it is what it is. I just think that I'm gonna say what somewhat of what the professor said. This product is an insult to your consumers, to your casual players, and to your players because $1,000 in 4 booster packs for proxies, and the thing is that these products has are only going to be in WPN Plus stores. So yeah, and here in Puerto Rico, we only have one WPN Plus store, and that's it. Because I don't know if Titan Games is a WPN Plus,
I'm not sure. I would actually just,
but I know that ISD is.
you know,
But yeah, what one store to be able to give products to more than maybe 10K people that play Magic the Gathering here in Puerto Rico?
you know,
Doesn't make sense. But Chris, let's go ahead and talk about some of the great crazy things that are happening. I think I just added one in my head, and it's because I am going to be honest with all of you guys. Um, we're gonna be talking about the secret layers that have been announced, but let's go ahead and talk about one of the things that I am super excited about, that I hope that I can join that day. Chris, like always, I'm gonna be sharing the screen, so if you do see the people commenting, just tell me and we'll go ahead and highlight their comment.
all right.
Okay, let me go ahead and share the screen. Blah blah blah. Share a window. This window. Thank you very much. Okay. Play like Posty in Post Malone's arena concert event. So we all know that Post Malone loves Magic the Gathering.
Yep.
He literally wasted, well, not wasted, invested, like he said on the Howard Stern show. He invested on buying a, I think it's a $600,000, $700,000
I think it was actually
plate.
800, but
It
I
was
don't quote me
800.
on that. I think so. Just don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was
Eh,
800.
It was around that price range, almost $1 million in a play test Black Lotus signed by Christopher Rush.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that would be the absolute like, most insane thing ever.
So, guys, here is the event of Post Malone's concert, arena concert, that is going to be starting today and ending on October 24th. I hope that I can um, play this event. So, it's pre constructed historic brawl. Play until the event ends, no cost entries. And depending on your wins, you get the sleeves of the secret layer drop of the lands that he has available. Then we have, I think, a couple of decks. Haven't. Oh, these are.
I
Oh,
think
these are
I
the
think they're
decks.
all. Oh, nice. They're all
These are
brawl decks,
decks.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
These are all
historic
brawl
brawl because
decks.
it has 100 cards. It's pseudo commander, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So if there will be these decks available. So this is the Post Malone's event. I'm not gonna lie. I am not. I'm not gonna lie. I love
It
Post Malone.
sucks. It sucks. The event sucks.
Come on.
Look, man, I'm tired of playing like Magic Arena events for sleeves. If this is this one like free to enter though, like you don't have to
Yeah,
like
this
pay
is free.
coins or
This is
something.
free.
Okay, that's
This
not
is
too
free.
bad then. But honestly, it just kind of sucks to enter a lot of like Magic events like this, like on Arena, and then just getting sleeves for it. Like I
I
don't know,
know, man.
it'd be kind of cool that if you have to like hustle for like 5 or 10 wins, like this one's 5, but if you'd had to hustle for like 5 or 10 wins, but you got like cool mythic card art out of it, maybe that you can only get through the event, I think that's pretty cool. But there's like
Mm-hmm.
there's a pretty high percent chance that you can probably get a lot of these things like just by purchasing them instead of having to go through the event.
No,
I hope
yeah,
I hope
but
that's not, I hope that's not the case, but it probably
probably
is.
probably we have to have an idea that remember that last year Post Malone did mention that he was going to be more
Active.
involved
Mhm.
in the Magic the Gathering community, and he has been. He's been in tabletop jocks. He's been in I Hate Your Deck. He's been. I think he has not yet been with the professor in his new show, but he's been literally everywhere in command nights. He's going to be in and Magic 30 in one of the days of the events in Las Vegas. He's going to
Yeah.
be there playing Commander with people. You know, Post Malone is one of the, I would say, not only, but is one of these artists that people respect and not go running towards him and going like, I need your autograph. You know what I mean? Um, and I'm gonna be honest. I love Post Malone. I love his mood. I love his music. I have his recent album, 12 Carat. I forgot the name of the album. I had it right there. I think it's 12 Carat
I
Cartouche.
thought it was your favorite, John. What happened?
No, the thing is that I was listening to it like what when I went out in a second ago, and I even have oh yeah, 12 carat what 12 carat toothache.
Ah,
12 carat toothache. I
nice.
have that album so burned out in my title playlist that it's ridiculous. Post Malone right now is like the fourth month on a row that it's like the most listened artist in my app.
Ooh, I wonder when we're gonna get like an actual like music collab with like Wizards and Post. Maybe Post is
That
gonna
would
make a
be
song
awesome,
about the
man.
Gatewatch.
That would be awesome. I would listen to it. I would listen to it. So let's go ahead and go to the next piece of the resistance. There's a couple of secret layers that are have been released or that they have been announced, and they have been really cool. Some of them I think that they have lost. I would say that the cards are not that wow factor, right? But either way, some of the cards are actually interesting. This is one of the ones that they announced in a couple of past weeks. There's a secret layer. If looks could kill, we have Reflector Mage, Liliana of the Dark Realms, Adaptive Automatum, and Azami, Lady of Scrolls. These are some cards that you've seen a lot in some of them in Modern. Azami, I've seen it a lot in Commander. And this Liliana, I think I've seen it mostly in Standard, probably, question mark. So, you know, it is what it is. But,
Some mystery,
Chris,
yeah.
what do you think about these four cards?
I mean, Reflector Mage is cool because it's pretty iconic. I remember it being used. I think it was it modern. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
being used in
Respector
modern
Mage
a
was
lot.
used in Blue White Control.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty cool addition just because it has that like it's just iconic, I suppose. The Liliana, it's whatever. It's a fun Liliana. I remember that at some point it was a really fun Liliana to use in Commander, but I don't know about
Hmm.
her now. Like she's fine. Um, Adaptive Automaton. I can't even. I don't. I actually don't remember that card to be honest. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. It just gives +1/+1 to the chosen creature type. That's not. That's actually like kind of cool, but I don't know for a secret layer. Like I like it. Just it feels a little bit out of place with like the Reflector Mage, Liliana, and Azami. I don't know. Just my brain doing that, right? Azami is one of my favorite cards ever. Her art here is freaking amazing. Like I only want this secret layer because of that Azami. I would probably just buy the Azami as a single to
Get
be honest.
singles.
Yeah, yeah, straight up. Like
Get
there are
singles.
hey, there are some exceptions to that though.
Oh yeah,
We
I'm
could
not
probably
gonna
get
lie.
into that later, but there are some exceptions to the get singles rule.
Yo, yo, yo. You know which one I bought for one card, and I didn't care because I love the artwork and how everything pans out.
Mhm.
I got from our
Fortnite,
friend Carlos, because Carlos, he's my secret layer dealer.
nice.
um, so Carlos, I gave him a list of secret layers that I was looking for. Sadly, some of them I wanted them non-foil, but I had to get them foil, but I didn't mind because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make the same mistake of selling my secret layer cards. I'm gonna keep them because I did started selling mine off and it hurt a little bit, but this time I'm not gonna do it. So I got the Pride secret layer foil.
Gotcha. Yo, man, it looks
I love
insane. The
this,
Soul Ring.
the
Oh,
Soul Ring, the Mana Confluence. I added Mana Confluence in Joda because
nice.
I was like, yeah, this card is amazing. Um, what was the other card the main card that I wanted in this set in this secret layer was Bearscape
Ah, nice.
because I want to build the
Your luck
tribal
Queen of
bear
Bears.
commander. Yes,
Yep.
I want to build
I've
bears.
been staring at that thing for ages, but I just man, I don't wanna like spend on those bears, but they're so good. It's
Yeah,
such a
but the
fun
good
deck.
thing is that they're not that some of them are expensive, but I think I got when the previous D&D set came out, I did pull a lot of bears. I
Ooh,
just kept them. And I was like, mine.
yeah.
Okay, here's one of the Post Malone secret layers. I'm gonna go ahead
Oh,
and look
son
for
of
it here.
Rich. The
It is
Post
right here.
Malone bundle.
That is the Post Malone backstage.
I kind of hate that they
This
split up the lands.
this oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the lands as well. So Post Malone had as well. He has his concert. He has two secret layers. One is a basic lands that are like drawn with like little drawings that he made on the cards,
Yeah,
and as well we
basically an
have
autograph.
exactly autographed cards, I would say. And then this ones are the cards that apparently he has in his favorite commander, that is Kirik, son of Yawgmoth. So we have Post Son of Rich, that is Kirik. We have Post Citadel, that is Bola Citadel, Jet Medallion, and as well we got Post Sigil, that it's Liliana's sigil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Am I right? Oh,
I
they're
think
there.
so.
So yeah, it's Liliana's sigil. I'm gonna be honest. I love Post Malone.
Hmm,
It's a secret layer drop that I wouldn't buy.
really?
I would buy it foil and just to have them
Yeah.
because it's a collaboration with an artist. It's the first time that Wizard of the Coast does this. One of the cards that I do like is the Jet Medallion. Jet Medallion, the medallion cards haven't gotten a reprint in a long time.
Mhm.
But I think Post Malone would have probably was something that Wizard of the Coast probably told him like, "Hey, we understand that you have a commander with a bunch of money invested in it. Please don't choose cards that are super expensive. And he got away with this, I would say. So how
I
about you,
think
Chris? What do you
I think
say?
that
What do you say? Tell me.
literally the only card I don't like in that secret layer is the post sigil because I feel like it's more of a CDH tool in
Hmm.
a way. I feel like yeah, it's useful in a lot of tables because there's also a lot of green, a lot of Timmy decks. But I don't love it because it's like really it's really like color specific. I don't like usually enjoy that.
Okay.
um, but I think post like Keurig, Bolus, Citadel, and Jet Medallion are basically crucial cards for a mono black deck. Like if you're playing specifically Keurig, like you're gonna want that post Citadel and Jet Medallion. And the sigil could have been just I don't know another thing, man. Just dark ritual, bubbling muck. I don't know anything that just would have gone in there. Just give you a little bit more value in that secret layer. I think would have made it perfect. Other than that, I think it's pretty good for the reason I just said. Like it just gives you all the tools you need to build yourself a really nice mono black commander base.
Hmm. I actually do like the art as well. It's not like it's subtle. It's not
Mhm.
like bombastic. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, because usually you would think like, oh, this is a celebrity collaboration. They're gonna be like focusing a lot on themselves, but the artwork looks more Magic the Gathering wise than
Oh, I see what you mean.
you know than focused on Post Malone per se.
Like
I like it.
it's magic art with post in it, not like
Mm-hmm.
post art with like some magic flavor. I do kind of
Exactly.
disagree on the Bola Citadel. I feel like in the Bola Citadel, like he just pops out like he just sticks out kind of like a sore thumb rather than uh like go really well like
Yeah,
with
this
the
one,
art.
this one, yeah, this
But at the
one is
same
like
time, mhm,
it's like a concert. Yeah, concert
yeah.
wise.
But at the same time, I like you don't want him to just like blend into the background of the card either. So you know what?
Mm-hmm.
It's still a solid like 7 out of 10 for me.
Then the other thing that what happened here? Oh God,
It went all the way
where is
back,
it?
but
I don't know why. It's like
yeah,
crazy.
Post
So
Malone.
the other one that we're gunning is Post Malone, Little Lands, like with with his drawn.
Yeah,
He does highlight the original artist, but at the same time, he goes ahead and adds his piece of art right
Mark
there.
Poole and Post Malone. That's great.
Yes, I didn't notice that until right now.
Jace, is that I love you like I love blue.
Yes,
I
I
love it.
think so.
I get that
I
one kind of
love it.
hurts because it has like the Tolarian Academy, like the previous one, the island just hurts me because it has like the Tolarian Academy in the background. I'm just like
Yeah.
I wanna do the Tolarian thing.
Here it says, I love Liliana, Mr. Vest Post.
Best post. Hell yeah.
My shiny,
My shiny,
you
it's a
are.
dragon
Oh,
with
okay.
something that is something like between a cross like medieval helmet and Magneto's helmet.
Yeah, I know. And then there's
Ooh, I
the
love it.
forest.
I
Oh, we're
love it.
missing a color, right?
The forest is my favorite one just because of like the little bird scribble over there.
So these are the two secret layers that are from Post Malone. You can get them together. Let's go ahead and show the people the
The super posty super duper
You can
bundle.
get them separately, depending on the foil or non-foil. You guys all know that it's 39.99 foil, 29.99 non-foil, or you can get the Post Malone bundle that will cost you 108.99. And just in case, if you are from Puerto Rico, there will be a hefty price tag on the shipping.
Mm,
So, recommendation: have somebody in the states get that for you, and then just pay like five more bucks for shipping, and then you can ship it to your home.
gotcha.
So here's the next one: the secret layer of weirdest pets in the universe. We have Laboratory Maniac, Stitcher's Supplier, Beast Whisperer, Vizier of the Mengery, and Wood
Menagerie and
Elves.
elves. Yep.
I'm gonna look for them here because they
Honestly,
look high quality here,
art wise, those are my favorite.
art
Straight up.
wise.
Yeah, art wise, that's my favorite secret layer of the drop.
Let's go ahead
Card
and
wise,
show
it's fine.
Laboratory
Laboratory Maniac
Maniac.
is just look at that. Come on, that is
Yeah,
so
art
cool.
wise is amazing.
The detail in that art just looks amazing. Stitcher Supplier, it's a little puppy.
Beast
Got Beast
Whisper.
Whisperer whispering to his weird parrot with horns.
Oh god, now I want this one for my elves deck.
Yes, like I think it's a great like art wise. I think it's a great drop.
Mm-hmm.
Vizier the Menagerie just looks insane. I like. Can you go back to that one for like just like a
Oh, look
second
at
though?
that wood elves. I didn't notice that there were more elves.
Yeah. Look at
Vizier
this
of Minya.
dude. Look at this dude. He's
Wow.
literally got like the menagerie of animals around him, like
Mm-hmm.
weird like art animals. I forget what that
I
art
love
style
it.
is called. I've seen it before, and I just absolutely love it. I have
Let's
a
check the
I have a
in the
tarot deck.
description. They are from the artist Omar Rayan.
Rayan.
Yes. We've seen all manners of creatures across Magic's 30-year history, but this month we're paying tribute to the critters' companions. Wow, they look amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I would get it. Yeah, this is a secret layer that I would get.
Straight up.
I'll just wait.
Straight up.
I'll just wait until Carlos says, "Hey, I got them," and then I'll be like, "Okay, take my money."
That next one on screen was freaking exciting though.
Which one? This one?
Nah, don't worry about it. We'll get to it in a minute. I also really
Okay.
like this one, but oh man, it's just
I think. Okay.
the cards themselves. Like the art to me is amazing. The art in all
Yes.
of these so far is just freaking insane. The cards in this one just kind of.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, why?
Honestly, I'm not even that bothered by the other lands. The one that bothers me the most is kind of Ash Barrens because I feel like it's not being used that much anymore in
Mm-hmm.
Commander at least. And this, to me, this
Yeah,
seems like something that's for
these
a
these
Commander deck.
three these three can fit in a commander deck easily,
Yeah,
but Ash Barons,
like I would have. I would have. I would go as far as to say that I would have put a command tower in place of the Ash
yeah,
Barrens, even if it's like terrible because it's been printed so freaking much. Like, but I would have preferred that over the Ash Barrens. It still looks amazing though, so I'll give them that.
no, yeah, the artwork and the galaxy foils look amazing, but sadly, galaxy foils are a hefty price tag.
Yup, it's $10 a card, a little bit more actually.
Okay, let's go ahead. Oof.
Ooh,
Totally spaced out. We have the weirdest pets. We've seen this, the space beyond the stars.
yes, that one looks so good.
We have imprisoned in
In
the
the moon,
moon.
imprisoning the Cthulhu.
Yes. We have stasis.
Stasis, amazing. The art is amazing. I think the secret layer is actually like when it comes to like the cards in it. I think I really enjoy like this one the most just because of the stasis and the imprison of the moon.
Prismatic omen. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their others. And
It's really.
then,
I feel like that's a relevant like print considering like all the domain cards that we
mhm,
have floating around with the new set. A lot of people can get into that.
that's true. Wheel of Sun and Moon, enchant player. If a card would be put into enchant player's graveyard from anywhere, instead that card is revealed and put on the bottom of that player's library. Wait,
You can
would this?
either never get milled, or you can completely shut down a graveyard deck.
I know, right? I was gonna be like, "Heh, this sounds like a good card to just enchant yourself."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there is one of the drops that I'm really interested because I read about them, but I didn't check them out. So, and it's
I'm
this drop.
I'm waiting for the Junji Ito ones. This thing just has Metal Gear vibes written all over it,
That
and
is
I'm
what I
like,
was gonna be saying right now.
it's killing me, man. Like, oh
I I
man,
need this. I need this foil.
yeah, they have to look insane in foil, man.
My
Tezzeret the
Lord
Seeker
Jesus.
and Phyrexian Metamorph being the mech card
There's a
of the
skull
stack.
clamp.
The skull clamp looks insane. Like that's just straight up looks like Raiden's face almost. Look at that.
Okay,
Solemn Simulacra.
I need this foil. I did read. This is why I'm mentioning this. I was going through some Magic the Gathering articles, and then there was one article that says there is a secret layer drop that gives Metal Gear Solid vibes, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah,
see this, and I'm like, yes.
yeah.
I love that. I love it, dude. I love it. Um,
Looks
I
absolutely
would
insane.
say, I would say that there's two cards that I probably might not use and just keep them in binder. That's Tezzeret and the Phyrexian Metamorph.
Well, if you're not going to use that Tezzeret, I would be very delighted to take it off of your hands, my friend.
No, that stays in my binder. Solemn Simulacrum and the Skull Clamp I would be using a lot. Those two cards are cards that I usually like putting in my commanders, depending on what I'm playing. Um, this one especially when I have when it's token based, but I love him.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I would have loved better is I would have preferred the cards to be fully Japanese. It would have
Mm,
given a better touch to the collaboration.
yeah, I see what you mean.
It would have given a better touch to the collaboration, I would say. Um, but I love them. I need
Please,
them.
are we going to the other special guest now?
The special guests. We're going to
Is it the
the.
next one? I hope it is.
Oh wait, they
Is
do
it?
come in
Is it?
Japanese.
Ooh, ooh, okay.
Oh, okay. Let's see them in Japanese.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, my Lord Jesus, they look amazing.
Yep. They look perfect.
Okay, I need this in Japanese. Screw English. I need them in Japanese.
Yep. They look freaking
Wow,
amazing, dude. I
they
can't
look
even
way
say
better
anything
in
about this one.
Japanese.
They just look amazing.
Yes, Jesus. Okay, next. Oh God, dang it! This website. The
The other
next one,
Japanese collaborator that I was
exactly.
freaking waiting for,
We're gonna go straight in
Junji Ito,
Japanese.
my guy. My God.
Junji.
I would have never, I would have never expected this. Like, this is insane. It looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah, it's better
For
to look at them in
for
Japanese because that way you don't have to
yeah.
like cry when you see the actual cards.
Mm-hmm. For all of our listeners, just in case, all of these cards you can see them at secretlayer.wizards.com. That's the new secret layer drop on October. I love them. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
These look
no.
amazing.
Like I saw the art before I saw the description, and I already knew it had to be a collaboration with with Junji Ito or just someone who was definitely like imitating his style. And lo and behold, it was Junji Ito actually pitching in on this.
Hmm.
So that to me is just insane. It's amazing.
You get Carrion Feeder, Doomsday, Plague Crafter, and Thoughtseize.
Yeah, you know, they like we talked about the secret layer like in one of our chats, and what I was saying is that like I love the art. I like that they're all pretty iconic cards. I don't like that they're in like what they do isn't really like all that great. I mean, Carrion Feeder is a great sack outlet.
Hmm.
If in any mono black deck, like a zombie deck or something like that, that's fine. Then you have I forget the name of that card. Doomsday.
Doomsday. Yeah.
I always like say it wrong. But Doomsday is great. It's a win con essentially in a bunch of decks. Like it's fine. Like it's I don't exactly have too many complaints about it. Then you have I forgot there was the
A
corpse
Plague
dude. He comes
Crafter.
down. Plague Crafter, that's his name. Plague Crafter. I would have probably done Fleshbag Marauder over Plague Crafter.
Yeah. I
Like
would have
in sense
done
of like how
instead
iconic
of
like that one card is, but
Doomsday, I would have done Damnation again. Damnation was
No,
in
I
the
think
Seb Makins
that's exactly
collaboration.
why. Like that's exactly why I don't like. I wouldn't exactly want there to be a lot of cards getting repeated, like in secret layers. To be
Okay,
honest.
then let's put what's it name dang it, demonic tutor.
Oh yes, yes, I agree. Demonic Tutor should have like definitely been in there. Like, ah man,
It would have been it would demonic tutor right now. It's turning to be a $20 card. So
I mean, it's been a $20 card. It went down at some point, but it's always been a $20 card.
you got a good point.
Like I remember I bought my Demonic Tutor, like the white bordered one, for $20. Like when like a year after I was into Magic, so that was like 2016 or second half of 2015 ish. So
Okay,
yeah, yeah. Like I
okay.
bought it for $20 back then. Then it like went down all the way to like $10, maybe like $8 almost, and then it just went back up.
So these are the secret layer
Warhammer
Warhammer
collaboration.
40K. Okay, that these are the ones that we're missing. The Warhammer 40K ones, I like them. This is the one for orcs.
Works.
I like
Okay.
them, but I don't like some of the cards that were chosen. I
Hmm.
think that they missed a big opportunity in regards to reprinting better cards.
Yeah.
Aggravated Assault, Crankle the Tin Street, Kingpin,
Yeah.
and then Zurgle the Helm Smasher,
Yeah.
and Sky Sovereign Console Flagship.
Vulture.
So this is the reason why I would say that they missed a very big opportunity to preprint, I guess, better cards. Um,
Definitely.
because Zurgo he was a very popular commander. It's not anymore. Um, there's still people that do still create him as a commander. Sky Sovereign console ship. It is a vehicle that nobody uses, especially somebody like me that has a vehicles commander. Krenko is a great 99 add-on for a goblins deck.
That's the
Aggravated
problem. It's just a
assault.
99 card.
Exactly, it's just a 99 card. Aggravated assault. I don't think that this card is being used that much,
Not
especially the fact that it activates only as a sorcery, and you have to pay 5 mana to activate its ability.
yeah.
And Merciless Executioner, again, a card that probably can go in any sack outlet 99 commander, but you know, yeah, it's just there.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I feel like they could have just been a little bit more consistent with, well, everything.
Yeah.
um, Either just in general make them all cards that are useful for Zurgo. That way, like, you feel like there's like much more of a theme. A lot like
Mm-hmm.
there's a theme above there just being like the art to the
Exactly.
secret layer, and then like even if they weren't all like even if you have some Sky Console like flagship quality card like in over there in the corner, but at least make it like flavorful. I don't know, just like like make it a good vehicle, or make it something that can go into Zurgo then like in the
Mm-hmm.
first place. That's part of like the archetype, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot of things. Maybe like a cool board wipe. Aggravated assault, I think, is like fine with Zurgo, so I don't think that's like the most terrible choice. But everything else, it's-
Yeah, it's just there.
yeah,
The second one is the one of Warhammer Age of Sigmar. This one is really interesting, but at the same time, I think they could have chosen better cards. Except for one. I think one of them I really do like. And Blind Obedience is another one that I like that they added. The artwork goes with the card as well. And it looks amazing.
hmm I think
This is
this
one
one,
that I
like
say,
this one, is a little bit is kind of fine for it to be a little bit like randomized, because it doesn't have like a tribal or like a certain theme like that, but
but
um,
look at this one. This one
still
is
it's like same issue.
Danitha Capucin Paragon. This
Capuchin Parrot.
is actually a uncommon from Dominaria.
Mm-hmm.
This one I like. I
Commons in
like
our
that they did Najila, the Blade of Blossoms, a secret layer, because this card is really popular in Commander, and this card as well, having this secret layer, it could bring people from Warhammer 40k just to play Commander. Um, to, they like, I have Archeon, the Ever Chosen.
Yeah, looks
Then we
sick
got
though. It's a shame I don't know
Scourge.
more about 40k because these all look sick.
Yes, they do. They have Scourge of the Throne. First time each turn it attacks, player with the most life or tied, untap all attacking creatures and get another attacking phase. And then we have Loxodon Warhammer. I don't know why they made a reprint of this one, but
Yeah,
sure, why not?
like they just could have put anything better there. There's so many
I
hammers you could
know,
put in
man.
place.
But this one that I remember that back in the day, this equipment was very expensive.
Yeah, it was
But
insane.
now it's like what, $1, maybe 50 cents,
Yep,
because it's been reprinted so many times.
into the freaking ground.
Now we have, this is the Blood Bowl from Warhammer as well.
Yes, there's some people who might remember like this as like the video game instead of the
Mm-hmm.
like from being actually being from Warhammer or like the tabletop game, which I think is kind of funny.
Exactly. We have Approach of the Second Sun,
Need it.
Rewind,
Reroll is rewind. I kind of like that.
Bone Splinters.
You sacrifice a creature to kill a creature. I think it's absolutely perfect. It's both down. Like I think it's a thumbs up for me. This one's great.
Yes. We have Throw Teammate,
Fling.
it's Fling. And then we have Defense of the Heart,
Perfect defense.
the perfect defense. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice perfect defense. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards. Put those cards onto the battlefield, then shuffle. This is a card that is very, very used in Commander, and I really do like the fact that the that the theme of this secret layer goes in with what Blood Bowl is. And then
Yep.
we got Fellow Warstone, a reprint of the one of the mostly used stones in Commander.
I'm glad that it's Felwar Stone, but I wish it could have been like some kind of art. Like there's one artifact, I can't remember the name of it, where you just kind of like tap it and pass it around.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have been great, man. I would have loved that.
It is awesome. So before we go to that main topic, oops, let's go ahead and go on the top. Oh, these are these are not official. I would say maybe. It's really odd that this is happening at Wizard of the Coast, because these are basically playtest cards, but quote unquote, somebody did take pictures of some Phyrexian foil cards from the Phyrexian All Will Be One set.
Hmm.
So these cards, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that they're legit because I don't know, man. It's really odd that out of the blue, these cards are popping out,
It's
because
not
not even
strange to me though.
what was is it Elishnorr? Yeah, it's Elishnorr is the one that was supposedly leaked as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that these are like entirely like super fake. I don't know. Like I feel like this could definitely be like an art style that they were like planning on maybe using.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe not exact, not maybe not necessarily these specific cards, but definitely like this
You
this
do
one could be
notice
like
that
some of the best art style for that.
their icons are different.
Yeah,
So probably these are from Commander products, and these are
that
from
sounds
the
about
set.
right. Yeah, that sounds about right. So that
There,
that that
there
gives
might
that
be.
gives me even less reason to think that they're fake. To be honest, funny enough, different set symbols actually gave me like less reason to believe that they're like
Hey,
super
let's
fake.
see. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. If they're legit, I'm in. You know, having Phyrexian
I just hope they
as
don't.
a
I just hope
creature
they
type,
don't look like that in a picture. You know what I mean? Because if they look
yeah.
like that in real life, like there's there's like the lighting that they have in the pictures, which obviously it's a leak, so I assume you can't just like
Mm-hmm.
pose it for the best lighting. But the way they look in that light, it almost looks kind of tacky. So I'm just like
Yeah.
hoping that it looks way better than like I think it looks. The
Oh
idea
yeah,
is
I
really sick
completely
though, with like
agree.
the hollow like Phyrexia symbols to me like look really like the idea is really cool. It's like a
Yeah,
different kind of
because
foil treatment. I like it.
probably what they're like they made this plate. They made this foil testing with the Galaxy lands in Infinity.
Hmm.
So probably they're like, oh, it does it. They became popular and they just tested it out in some cards.
Yeah,
It would be cool. It would be cool. This one I didn't see it, but I think this is going to be the new Extra Life drop.
that's
That
the
you know
only
that
thing that it
extra
could possibly look like to me.
Yeah, I didn't get the last one. I'm gonna ask Carlos if he still has it because I think he did offer it to me, and I said no. But I think I'm gonna ask him for it because it has Cradle Hoof Behemoth, and I need one. Um, this one I would get it. First things first,
Birds of
Birds of
Paradise.
Paradise, and then this girl, my bad, Laugh List. This card has become an expensive dragon.
Yeah, it has. I don't know if I actually don't know. Well, I do know why. It's Mirim, mainly the reason, but
Hmm. And then there's Sliver Legion. It's
Sliver Legion. It's
I,
beautiful.
I like it. I'm gonna be honest.
The
I
art is
didn't.
too much. Is too good. I love it so
Yeah,
much. Look at them. Those are the cutest slivers you've ever seen. Can you imagine how terrifying it has to be to die to
to
little
cuteness.
one armed like weird thingamabobbers? Like they look. I want them. I
You're
want
gonna
'em so
die
much.
over cuteness. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
no, cuteless
This
overload. Like
this
I'll just
past year, I couldn't get the secret layer drop of Extra Life. I did get the first one. The first one brought Consecrated Sphinx, Teferi's Protection, Amulet of Vigor, and Collected Company. Those were the four cards in the first drop that they did. From those four cards, I only have two. So sad. Now, let's go ahead and get to this.
yes.
These are the Jumpstart 2023 spoilers. We have Izu the Undominable. It's a 3-drop blue blue, and it's a mythic. He's a legendary snow creature Yeti, 5/5, that has the following ability. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play snow lands and cast snow spells from the top of your library as well. Whenever
Actually,
another snow uh-huh.
yeah, no, never mind. Just finish reading the card.
Okay. And whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay either green, white, or blue. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on Izu the the
Abominable.
abominable.
This guy can be a snow band commander. Well, he is a snow band commander,
I
and
was gonna say
I think
exactly the
that's
same
really
thing.
fun.
This is a commander.
Yeah, I think it's really fun, really janky, and I don't know. There's always like some kind of advantage of being able to look at the top card of your deck, and I feel like snow has a lot of like really fun things to try out, and a lot of things that are easily kind of just broken.
Mm-hmm.
Not broken because they're like crazy good or anything, but that you can just break them easily by putting like the right pieces together. like Isu plus something that'll give you flash, like a ley line or Vidalcan Orrery, plus a Seedborn Muse. Like there you go. That's all you need, and then you can just
Actually, you
basically play
can.
your deck for free because you can just tap like the one guy that you tap
Oh
that
wait.
plays snow permanents from the top of your deck. It's not plays them. You can put them into your hand if they're a snow permanent. Like it's insane.
Ah man, by one color.
Yeah,
No, no, no. That I thought that you could use Jorn, God of Winter, but you can't because he
I thought
is.
of the same thing, but no. Yeah.
But no, he plays with black cards.
Yep.
So sad.
So
So let's
close.
go ahead. Next card is Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. Two red, red, red. Legendary creature Goblin Shaman haste, and then he has the tap effect that create a token that's a copy of your of target non-legendary creature you control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. And
Kiki
he's a
Jiki
2/2.
combo breaker.
Yes, exactly. Kiki Jiki combo breaker. Oh yeah. Jesus. We getting a reprint of Kiki Jiki, my peeps.
Yep. This is excellent.
How about you do the
This.
next two, man?
Well, we got Ardos, Cobbler of War. She comes down for one in a red, and she's a legendary creature goblin shaman. She has haste, and whenever this goblin, the Goblin of War, the Cobbler of War, I'm about to say that like five different ways, or another creature enters the battlefield under your control. It gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. So it's essentially like the little it's a better version of the little drum dude. I forgot that Goblin War Drummer. I think it is. He's like he comes down
Mm-hmm.
for four. He's either a 1/1 or a 2/2, and he has essentially the same effect. I think you could just give it to any other creature though, which is technically better.
This is a great
Um,
card for a Goblin Commander.
yes, it's insane, and it's really easy to just make infinite mana and just make infinite haste goblins. I think this is a great card. Like compared to to a lot of the tools that we've had before, this is an amazing card.
Mm-hmm.
Cold Steel Heart being the last one here. Coming down for two, it's a snow artifact that enters the battlefield tapped, and you can choose a color. That color can be of any of your choosing, because that's the only thing it's going to tap for. Can we talk about the anime art on Cold Steel Heart and how it is so out of place when compared to everything else?
I was gonna say the same thing, dude.
Don't get me
But
wrong, it looks cool. I enjoy it, but it looks so out of place compared to the rest of the art.
you think that probably is going to be like a collaboration with different artists? Like the card is gonna have one art, but then it's gonna have another art.
Huh. Like you
I
mean
don't
like
think
getting
so, but
like there being a bunch of like Dominaria like secret layer like funnies in which you might get an anime Ardos.
yeah, because remember in War of the Sparks that happened.
Yeah, but it wasn't for like, a jumpstart product. So I could believe that for like, the set in itself. For jumpstart, I don't know. I think that's just gonna be the one Cold Steel Heart, and maybe there's gonna be like other anime like style
Mhm.
like
It would be nice. It would be nice to
arts.
see more of this art in like Magic the Gathering cards, but again, it's like it would be kind of like misplacing what Magic the Gathering art is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just kind of like throwing it at random in the set. It just feels like my problem isn't that it like would take out of any context what Magic the Gathering art is. My problem with it is more that it looks incoherent when compared to the rest of the art that we've been
Yeah.
shown so far. Or like a part of me hopes that it is an alternate version, like you're saying, but it also seems weird to just have like alternate arts like that in a jumpstart product rather than in the actual product.
Yep.
And to top it all off, like I can understand if you did this for Kamigawa, but why for war? Like why for like what's it called? Like Brothers War Jumpstart. That's what I kind of don't get.
No, but I think this is Jumpstart 2023. This is not Brothers War.
No, it's 2022. No,
No,
like it says it right
at
there on
least
top.
it says 2022, but I
Yeah,
think
it's like for like releases like today. No,
does it release today?
but that's what it says there. October 20, Jumpstart 2022.
No, no, yeah, but this is the spoilers were today. That's why it says
Oh,
October
oh,
20.
my bad, my bad. But it's not. Wait, it's not for Brothers War.
No, I don't think so because we are still missing. Here are some of the cards from Brothers War, but there is a
There was a
Jumpstart
Dominaria
2023.
jumpstart, so that's why I'm
Yes.
saying like I wouldn't be surprised if they did like jumpstart for because weren't didn't they say they were going to release jumpstart product with like every set or something like that now?
Let me go ahead and check. MTG jump. Oops. Jumpstart 20.
Because I thought that was the plan continuing on. No,
Okay. Well, at least the only thing that I see here is that it will replace MTG Jumpstart and other products to replace Core Set 2023.
okay, disgusting. Replacing the core set for a jumpstart product. Did I hear that right?
Yep.
Huh.
Oh, dang it. I just closed one of the pieces of the news.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going like reading around some stuff here, especially like in the wiki because the wiki sometimes has like just some condensed stuff over here. It says Jumpstart 2022 is a follow up of the first Jumpstart. It comes packed with a new Booster Fun card treatment, a new to Magic card in every pack. Dozens of themes to mix and match with plenty of reprints. The set contains to be announced reprints, but also introduces to be announced new cards that are designed to help fill out some of the themes. The set is compatible with Jumpstart releases, meaning that the half deck can be played with set specific Jumpstart boosters from Dominaria United or the Brothers War and beyond. Wait, what?
So, okay, so that
So
means that instead of getting like a core set, every standard set will have a Jumpstart set.
that
Fun.
can't be it. That can't be it because Jumpstart like core set is supposed to be for standard. I don't think they're gonna insert Jumpstart into standard. I don't think that's it. Oh, by the way, it's being
Oh, man.
released on December 2nd, 2022.
Oh, look, more products, more products. God dang it. That's what we're going to talk about
Yeah,
now.
no, but like before we before we segue, my bad, dude. I just don't think that it can't be a product on its own like that would just be insane. I would say I don't know, but screw it.
Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? But, Chris, let's go ahead and let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room. Before I post
Yeah, talk about Jerry like that.
the intro, the intro, the article. We're not going to read it, but just because of the headline. There's this little, I think I saved it on my phone and I forgot to post it. Let me see. Oh, here it is. There's this little table that it talks about the throughout the years of Magic the Gathering products.
Mhm.
From 93 to 2008, we've been getting around 6 to 7 sets or less. Where I started, that when I started playing Magic the Gathering, that was when Fate Reforged was out, Dragons of Tarkir, Khans of Tarkir. That was around 2014, 2015, 2014 to be exact. In Khans of Tarkir block, 12 products were were posted in that year. We're now in 2022.
We still got
We
a few months left in the year, by the
exactly.
way.
We still have a few months left in the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 products plus 48 secret layers. Have that in mind, guys. If you're listening to us, just think about 2022 being the year where Wizard of the Coast has gone bonkers in releasing product and not letting his consumer breathe. Where their first Magic the Gathering Beyond product cost is over the roof, especially the foil versions of the Warhammer 40k commanders. And these are only print to demand. They're not reprinting this product anymore. So if you did get your commander decks, let it be foil or non-foil, keep them. Don't sell them. Keep the singles. The professor did say in his Magic the Gathering players ask that if you did find the collector edition Warhammer 40k in a good price, you have good value there. But like he said, this being the first product of Magic the Gathering Universe Beyond, it was a hefty price tag. There was local game stores here in Puerto Rico. Not gonna mention any of them because all of them went bonkers on the pricing. Obviously, because there's no MSRP, so they can do whatever they want. Hey, everybody has to win their money, right? But you're not gonna tell me that I'm gonna waste or invest, right? $80 in a commander. Nah. Especially with
The
our
foil one is going for like the foil version of the Necron deck is going for like $300.
exactly.
I don't know if it already went down, but it was going for $300 during that first week.
And then not only that, especially in Puerto Rico, that we have 11.5% of
Sales
taxes.
tax, yeah.
That we're talking about that if they put the commander deck in, let's say that they're selling it for $75 plus the 11.5. It's an $83 commander that you're buying right there.
I do want to like state for like, anyone outside of the island, like here most people are like in the past like 5 years, most people are making anywhere in between like maybe 10, 12,000 a year.
Yeah.
So and then you like and we have an 11% sales tax. So everything is insane. Like when you like talk about like these kinds of prices because like it's like insane how much they charge you in taxes. So
Hmm.
getting any product here costs a bunch of money as it is, and then getting taxed on it, like well, when you go to the store, like just makes it just keeps growing.
Exactly.
Like those prices keep growing.
But this is the most interesting part, Chris. I'm going to show you why. Hasbro did make an announcement a couple of days ago. Really, really interesting announcement. And the thing is that before they made this announcement, they did mention in a press release a couple of months ago that they want that one of their goals is to make one of their companies a certain amount of money. And then this pops out. Magic the Gathering is now a $1 billion brand. The report says that they made 1.3 billion in revenue in 2021. marking the first time it had passed the $1 billion mark. Now, this is the interesting part. We can go ahead and remove this, obviously. Uh, it's interesting, it's cool, but this tells you that us, the consumers, have to stop buying the product in a ridiculous price. And this is what's gonna show us if people are just buying just because it says Wizard of the Coast, or um because it's a collectible or anything, is with the proxies. The $1,000 proxies is going to be the make it or break it if Wizard of the Coast can get away with anything. It's sad.
I think they've pretty much proven that they can get away with anything at this point. And the problem with the Magic 30 product being one, like what we mentioned in like the previous like the podcast I was with JP, is that with when it comes to, and this is something that I was reading about today actually as well, when it comes to like the Warhammer product and the Magic 30 product, there's two things that just stare me in the face and like kind of scare me, right? um People, like how susceptible people are to FOMO. The Warhammer 40k decks, I think they're great. They're an amazing product. I think they're fantastic. um Wizards has the resources to keep printing Warhammer 40k product. They literally just fabricate the price of the product out of thin freaking air.
Yep.
And then with the Magic 30 product, well, it just gets more egregious from there. So, like, I don't have a problem with Wizards of the Coast having $1,000 product. If you give me $1,000 product and it's honestly worth freaking buying, screw it. I probably won't invest into it, but you know what? Let some other whale do it. That's fine.
Hmm.
Giving me $1,000 product that just
Let
is basically
Rudy let
worth
Rudy
nothing.
buy a crate.
That's the problem. People, like, I don't know what Rudy's stance is on this. I haven't really
I
kept up
haven't
with
seen.
Rudy
I
recently.
haven't kept on his side.
But the people that are financially like moving stuff around the way Rudy does, because there's many people in the community that do so, they're just not like they don't
Hmm.
have the same public presence that he does. Those are the people that scare me because from one point of view, it's like cool if the community gets pissed off and no one buys the product, then cool, we all showed Wizards, clap clap. But someone's going to look at this and say, hey, the community's mad, no one's buying this product, I'm going to get the one.
Exactly.
Or maybe like they pull a Rudy and they're just like, oh, give me 10, give me 20, give me 100. Next thing you know, it's kind of an incentive for people to just like start buying at that point. So again, just going back to the same thing, people just get hit with the FOMO, or not just the fear of missing out, but also the fear of like um not like the fear, but like the hope that like, oh, if nobody else buys but I did, like this is gonna be like a really rare product or something. It's
No, I
terrible.
completely agree.
It's
I agree.
terrible.
The thing is,
It's terrifying
the thing is
for what
that
it would mean for the future, like in terms of like getting more bullshit product like that.
the thing is that that I'm worried about is Universe Beyond is going to be an amazing. It's going to be an amazing product in regards to the fact that you're bringing in brands or favorite shows or movies to Magic the Gathering.
Mhm.
What I'm worried about is price range.
Yeah,
Why?
potentially like these prices going up because they realize they can sell the product for more. Same thing that happened with commander decks at some point, where you would get a
Exactly.
commander deck for $30 and then the pricing went up to 40. And now we have Warhammer 40k decks going for 60 at MSR, like the standard price when they started out, right?
And the thing is that these commander decks have expensive reprints, but they're not like $20 cards or higher. They're just like
I mean, now
10.
they are.
Oh yeah, now they are
Now they
obviously.
are because they're Warhammer
but
40k themed.
but the thing is that my issue is that we buy, let's put an example. You buy let's put it me I bought the Shurikai Commander. It brings a nice
Yep.
it brings a nice, how do you say this? It brings a nice set of lands, but no shock land. Obviously, it's not going to bring a fetch because Wizard of the Coast just is going to be saying like, "Ha!" So if we add a fetch, we're gonna pump up the price $10 or $20 more. But my worry is that the upcoming next one would be Doctor Who, if I'm not mistaken. Doctor Who is gonna have the same treatment as Warhammer for commander decks, but it's going to have one different thing, that is going to have a collector booster box. That in that collector booster box, you're going to get the same cards that are in the commander decks, but with alternate arts. How is that going to work? Because you're not getting new cards, you're just getting the same cards from your commander decks, but with different artwork. And that's it. So I am going to be wasting or investing because these commander decks, I really do want them because I'm a Doctor Who fan. You're telling me that I'm gonna be investing around $200 in commanders, and then say that I'm gonna buy one booster box just because to try it out, and that collector booster box will be an additional $300. That's that's not a bang for your buck because you're muted.
Not bad. What I was trying to say was that I don't know if we've seen it with like previous collector product, but we've definitely seen it in set boosters where like one of your slots is dedicated to like, I don't know if it's one of the slots in the booster, but you can get like a commander card, not with different art,
Yeah,
but you can just get a commander card that either is foil in the commander or that isn't foil in the commander, getting like the alternate version of that.
but the issue is just to like that we can start closing down the topic.
Hmm.
But the issue is, if Wizard of the Coast keeps giving us shitty ass products in our fucking sets, sorry for my language, but you don't got you. Let me explain to you guys why. I bought a bundle from the Dominaria United. Now bundles are bringing set booster packs, best set booster packs. Set booster packs are about the rate is supposed to be. You're gonna get 1 to 2 rares or one in a mythic. Why are all my set booster packs felt like draft? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when Double Masters came out, there was this issue that a lot of people have been getting anguish and unmaking in repeated booster packs.
Yeah.
And then from there, if you guys remember, when I opened my Streets of New Capenna set booster boxes, I got 2 full sets of the same list cards.
Yep.
And then we can keep adding. And
Yeah.
then in Dominaria United, people were arguing because they were getting the same stained glass cards in every booster pack.
Right.
So if you keep giving us this type of product, I know that some people are gonna continue buying booster boxes because everybody gets hyped up when the cards come out, and I understand. But if you're gonna keep giving us shitty products, what you know, you're considered a $1 billion company, awesome for you, or a $1 billion brand, awesome. But where's your quality control?
Yeah. There should be quality control. There should better quality control than there is, if there is any. But problem is like people just keep buying, and
Mm-hmm.
the popularity of Magic has done nothing but keep going up in
Yeah,
recent years. And that's not a bad thing. The downside is that we keep paying for bad product. I include myself in that. Like I've paid for bad product because cracking cardboard and just cracking boosters is fun,
exactly. Cracking boosters is fun.
and
Even
I
though
would like it.
I'm enjoying the whole buying singles train. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm getting at. Like part of the problem of the singles market though is that if no one buys the actual product, it eventually just makes a lot of those singles more expensive because they just become harder to find.
Mm-hmm.
So it just creates a really crappy cycle.
No, yeah, exactly.
And the
Like
problem
let's
is
put
that we just keep buying because instead of you saying, "Oh, I opened up a box," like not you per se, right? But people like instead of saying, "Oh, I opened up a box and got five of the same rare. This game is trash. I'm not gonna buy like any more of their product." They don't even wait for the next set. Sometimes they're just like, "Get a box, crack some boosters. It'll be fine.
exactly.
Draft with the buddies."
But dude,
We say
one of the
no with our
things that I
mouths, but our wallets just go, "Yes, yes, give me."
let's put an example. Midnight Hunt.
Hmm.
Midnight Hunt didn't sell well. And what's the card called? Meat Hook
Meat Hook Massacre.
Meat is right now a $51 card.
Yes, I'm
A
still very
standard
angry with
card.
that. We've made that very clear on multiple episodes now. It's not a $50 card. It's a
Exactly.
great card. Don't get me wrong. It's a fantastic card. I think it's amazing in Commander. I got banned from Standard. Like it's in the words of Warengo, I feel like it's a pretty gangbusters card. But it's just not worth $50. I will still keep on attributing like the spike in price because of the buyout that it had at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it is
I
true.
don't want more of that stuff to happen. I mean, that are, yes, powerful, but aren't like $50 powerful to keep
Oh,
getting there just because we don't have enough of them on the market.
and one more thing, Wizard of the Coast. If you're gonna make a next Commander Legends products, don't stick Dungeons and Dragons on it.
I mean, I thought they said they weren't going to do that, right?
No, they said that they Mark Rosewater said that Commander Legends Baldur's Gate, the recent one,
Mm,
was a mistake because one, they stuck the Commander Legends name on the set, and people expected Commander goodies,
yeah,
and that's not what we got.
we
Plus,
got a commander set, kind of.
eh, that Undercity mechanic, oh god, is so bad. Um,
Venture into the Undercity.
what I would say to our listeners and viewers is, look, Magic the Gathering is a fun game. I love Magic the Gathering. Uh, Chris loves Magic the Gathering. Orengo loves it as well. JP, we have a bunch of friends that do. And I will be honest with you guys. We sometimes, when we get together, let's say at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 1 o'clock at 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're still playing cardboard.
Yeah,
You know, so the great thing about Magic is that you get together with your friends and enjoy the game. But just make sure that whatever you're going to buy or invest is a good investment for you in Magic the Gathering. So it is what it is. Wizard of the Coast is officially a $1 billion company. Hasbro made their dreams come true. And
yeah.
let's see what happens to the rest of the year. You know, the next upcoming set is there's something coming out next month, if I'm not mistaken.
Next month. I
Isn't it
mean,
Brothers War?
we have Brothers War coming up. Yeah,
Exactly. Brothers War is coming up. I'm super excited about it. It has good. I have seen great reprints there, plus the old style border cards or retro frames. So, Chris, do you have any last words to tell our listeners or viewers?
Any last words? As we've said many times before, buy singles. Singles are great.
Yes.
Singles save you time and money. Only buy booster boxes if you plan on drafting with your friends, and make sure that your
Mm-hmm.
booster boxes, just watch someone else crack a few boxes before you crack your own.
Exactly. My piece of advice, guys, and people that are listening to us: Modern Horizon 2 fetch lands. They're cheap. Start buying them before they go on high price.
Hell yeah.
Right now, I am buying my play sets of fetch lands. I think I overbought March flats. I think I have more than four, but I don't care.
Ooh,
So
goody.
buy them. They're not expensive. Even the pre-release foils, guys. Misty Rainforest is for like $26 pre-release foil. So don't miss out on them. If you're somebody that is looking for fetch lands for your commander or for your modern deck,
Now is
approach
the
these
time.
Modern Horizon fetch lands. And then when Wizard of the Coast one day wants to reprint the other fetch lands, then they will be cheap and get those when it
Yep.
happens.
When?
So this is the end of tonight's podcast. Next week we will have another podcast or probably Commander Night. I hope that we're all together because it's been long overdue that the four of us are in one same square.
Yes, please.
Um, so Chris, where can the people find you?
Well, you can find me here in the Cardboard Cave podcast, obviously, and you can also find me on my Twitch every once in a blue moon, Crisscross13. You can interact with pretty much all of us on social media, like on our Facebook page. We do have a new things coming, like a few new things coming. So just to stay glued to our socials, and then you can interact with John on TikTok a lot too. That's always great. And what else am I forgetting off the top of my brain? You can find JP here in the Cardboard Cave podcast. You can find Orengo. You can find this man on Google. Like, you don't have to say anymore, but you can also find
Exactly.
him in. Are you guys still doing Cinemas podcast and also
Cinemas
15 and
podcast.
Richport,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Remember, am I missing a podcast? I'm missing your podcast, John. Where can the people
Uh,
find you, my guy?
So you guys can find me at my website realinfilms.com. I'm actually making more reviews nowadays because we're back on track on the website, and as well we have more great content coming your way in regards the movie scene. There is subtitles required is coming back, but it's gonna come back with a nice little twist. We're gonna record our comeback episode at Luzca Film Festival this Saturday. We're gonna be talking about the film Opal with Orengo. So expect that episode to be available for you to listen and to watch on Monday. As well, me and my wife are actually in the works on a new podcast that we're going to be talking about films that we watch together or series. It's going to be totally in Spanish or Spanglish because you guys know that me and Spanish are not good friends. But me and my wife are going to be talking about films that we watch, give her opinion, and me give my opinion, and just talk about the movie, just fun interactions between us. And as well, we do have a new reviewer in our website. It's called Genesis Soto. He is reviewing films as well there. He posts now and then. He's starting to post more frequent, and we're still cooking up things with him. There's more to come in Real In Films as well. You can join me here at the Cardboard Cave and with Orengo sometimes in Cinemas podcast, 15 in Richport, and the Movie Guy podcast that we still don't know when they're going to be back live on Facebook. But there's one more thing. Remember, follow us in all of our social media. Let it be YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Um, we are in talks to see if we open an Instagram. I still don't know if we are, but we're gonna see what happens. But follow us on TikTok right now on TikTok, guys. Let me go ahead and we are at 900. Let me refresh it. just in case. No, we're at 923 followers. We're only missing a couple of followers like that. We can hit that 1K and we can bring you this podcast live on TikTok as well. So
Heck
please
yeah.
join the TikTok fam. And as well, there's a lot of great content there. We post um, cards that have been announced. We post Magic the Gathering question of the day, financial weekly, and sometimes Orengo posts like cards that you can add to your commander or a face commander and what cards you can add as well. One more thing before we go. Remember, altar sleeves. I was gonna be like the art didn't pop out. Altar sleeves. Use our affiliated link or our code Cardboard Cave to get 5% off your order and spice up your commander. We do
Yes,
have our merch.
get your very own like anime titties Thracios for your commander deck. It'll be great.
Exactly. And as well, guys, we have our merchandise store that it's available. The link is on the top or below if you're on YouTube. Um, you can go ahead, get jackets, shirts. We have all the sizes, and as well, we have female and male shirts. So go ahead and pass by and check out our merchandise.
That way you
Lastly,
don't
and
gotta
do
ask people if they want to pay the one. You just have it on your shirt now. It's all easy for
exactly,
everybody to see.
exactly. And plus, if you have only lands, only
Yeah, you
lands.
just let everybody
Yeah,
know what you got going on in your life.
exactly. And lastly but not least, Lewis Stardust is going to be part of Commander Night this November 16 at 9 p.m. here in Cardboard Cave. It's a great honor that we're having a content creator from the States be part of this number one Puerto Rico Magic the Gathering podcast because, Chris, there's no better podcast than ours. Come on.
No, no,
No,
there isn't. There's
there
I don't
isn't.
think there's actually any of them that can measure up to us, and that's great.
Yeah, exactly. The good thing, what's the good thing about all this? We're about to be 2 years, and season two is about to be an end. But we gotta say that we've made a lot of milestones in this year, and there's going to be more on 2023 from the Cardboard Cave crew. And I'm just gonna say, we will see you guys in the next one, and yeah, we'll tell you guys in social media what we're gonna do: Commander Night or a podcast. Probably is gonna be a podcast if singles are popping out of the blue. So see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.